Good morning, sports fans. Welcome to Sports with Balls, guys. My name is Jeff Michael, and here we go. Happy Tuesday, guys. Welcome in, like I said, to Sports with Balls. Got a lot going on today. Today is Tuesday, March the 24th. Man, this year is flying by. Let's get into the national holidays real fast today. Start this show off. Diabetes Alert Day. What else we got? Flatmates Day. That's not for us over here, unless you have flatmates over here, which is weird. Man, National Chocolate Covered Raisins. National Cocktail Day. I'll enjoy a cocktail every now and then. If your name is Stephanie, it's your day. Tuberculosis Day. Each person is a person of worth day. Woo. And here we go. This is the one I was waiting on. National Cheesesteak Day. Boom. That's what I'm going to have for lunch. Who am I taking to lunch today? Maybe somebody. I'm going to take somebody to lunch today. Take somebody to lunch today if you can. It is National Cheesesteak Day on this March the 24th. Guys, welcome into the show. Lots going on in the sports world. Tons going on in the sports world, especially March Madness. We got some NFL news. I hit 2 or 3 on the NBA yesterday. We'll get into that later on. MLB kickoff opening night is tomorrow night, so we'll get into that a little bit. I'll give you my predictions for the season as far as MVP, as far as division winners, and I'll even run you down World Series champs. So stay tuned on the show. And, man, here we go. Today's show is brought to you by a few folks. Number one is Novus Building and Design. We believe in home is more than just construction. Home building is more than just construction. It's a calling. Female, business-owned, family-run, guided by faith and commitment to integrity. Spent their entire career turning visions into reality through home building and remodeling. Call Amanda right there, 713-805-9513 at Novus Building and Design. All right, guys. Let's just start off with March Madness, man. College basketball is officially professional. Not kinda, not almost. It is. The Sweet 16 isn't about Cinderellas anymore. It's about who spent the most money. And some of these teams are spending more than G League rosters. Like, this is ridiculous. Meanwhile, baseball's back, like I said. Dodgers trying to work on a championship again, and we'll get into the NFL. All right. March Madness, guys. It's about payroll. Let's just hit you with some realities. Duke spent about $12 million this season on their roster. Arkansas about $10 million, Michigan $8 million, Houston $5 million. Throw a few $7 millions in there with some other teams. Like Texas probably somewhere in the range between $3 to $5 million. They're the lowest seed, 11 seed, which they don't really feel like an 11 seed, obviously, because of the conference they play in. But, man, these teams are spending money. It's so weird for me to sit here and talk about the money that these college teams are spending when it wasn't too long ago. If you bought somebody lunch, your career was over in the NCAA. And now it's like, oh, well, Duke, $12 million on their roster. Arkansas, $10 million. Michigan, $8 million. My gosh. This is not a bracket that we have. This is a salary cap with rules. Like, for real. Let's just put it like it is. And if you're still calling these kids amateurs, you're lying to yourself. These kids are not amateurs. These are professional players. The NCAA is a professionally run business now with paid players and everything. Now, even with all that money, some things don't change. The guard play in March still wins. Defense travels. Coaching matters. Just not like it used to, because you can't outcoach a $10 million roster. I mean, look, guys, I said this on the show the other day, too. It's fine to have Cinderellas. We all love Cinderellas. Dan Patrick talks about this. I mean, a lot of sportscasters talk about this. And Cinderellas are fine. But when it comes down to it, we want the blue bloods. And, man, do we have it. This is an incredible Sweet 16, man. Incredible Sweet 16. Texas and Purdue are going to go at it. That's going to be awesome. Houston and Illinois, that's going to be fun. I mean, some of the games that we have are going to be absolutely fantastic, man. Let me see the spreads on some of these games right now, because I don't think there's an over and 10-point spread right now. Texas and Purdue is 6.5. Purdue -6.5. Woo! Texas is playing good ball. Remind you guys, Texas was a play-in team pretty much. They had to win to get in. Nebraska and Iowa, man. I think Nebraska and Iowa are playing in Houston here. That's just weird. That's like you travel ball parents will understand. It's like traveling out of town for a tournament, and then you play the team that you play all the time in your same city. Nebraska and Iowa going at it. Nebraska's -1.5 on that spread. Arkansas and Arizona. These are Thursday's games. Arizona looks to be killing people. They're -7.5. Arkansas is playing great, but good luck on that one. And then Houston and Illinois, as I mentioned. On Friday, you got St. John's at Duke, Alabama and Michigan, Michigan State and UConn, Tennessee and Iowa State. I mean, these are ballers. This is going to be a fun Sweet 16. I mean, all these teams. So you can go Sweet 16, Elite 8, Final Four championship game. No matter which way you cut it, it's going to be awesome. They got it right this year. They got it right. I mean, this is a lot of fun. Upsets, I like Texas over Purdue. The best games probably Houston and Illinois. I like for the team, the best team left for me still is Arizona. I still have two of my brackets alive with Arizona in there. I got I think I just have as much as I want to see a Michigan Duke championship. I got to stick with Arizona. But Michigan Duke, like I said, Michigan Duke would be awesome. Any of these teams left would be fantastic, man. These are going to be fun games. I have not bet on a single college basketball game this year. I haven't. Even March Madness. Now, I've done the NBA and killed it last night, killed it a couple nights ago. I've actually cashed out, 3 weeks in a row now, which is fantastic. We'll get to the parlay of the day here in a minute. But, I did good on some baseball. Preseason, spring training baseball was fun. Man, baseball's coming up. Woo! Guys, you let me know who you have going into the Elite Eight, Final Four, and the championship game. Leave a message. I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. You can leave live messages if you're watching live, or just go to Sports with Balls on all your social media outlets. It is on there. Got to thank one other person, too. My man Mark over at Hercules Geotechnical Consultants. Huge focus on soil tests and residential and commercial, new construction, and building additions. Also, phase 1 environmental site assessments. Banks, realtors that require it for commercial loans. Call Mark Fuentes today, guys. He is your go-to. 713-884-5504. That is Mark Fuentes at Hercules Geotechnical Consultants. Let's get into some baseball, man. I'm so stoked for this season. Just got back from spring training. Watch the Astros. Watch them practice. This season is going to be a lot of fun. I know everybody's sitting here talking about the Dodgers, man. I know it. I get it. And even with some injuries, that team should win. I mean, they are odds-on favorite to win the World Series. But let's go through it. I'm going to break this down. Yeah, let's just do it like this. American League East. Baltimore's playing really good baseball in the spring. That division is going to be awesome. The Orioles, the Red Sox, the Yankees, the Blue Jays, and even the Rays all have good teams. That is the division. Out of all the divisions in baseball, the American League East and the National League West are probably the funnest. The problem with the West is you got the Rockies in there, and then Arizona, we don't know how they're going to do. But I would say the American League East is the best division of baseball. Now, who comes out of that? You may have the MVP in there. I don't know. I'm going to go with, Toronto obviously made it to the World Series last year. I just don't think New York has it again. They just rely on Judge too much. Orioles or Jays are my team right there. Dude, give me the Orioles. Give me the Orioles to come out of the East in a just shocker. I think they got a good team, man. They picked up a few players. They seem to be hitting on all cylinders. I like the Orioles. I do. Let's go to the American League Central. Chicago White Sox, the Guardians, the Detroit Lions, Royals, Minnesota Twins in a division that is suspect to say the least. But Detroit Tigers did pick up Verlander again. Framber Valdez also from the Astros went over there. Detroit's pitching is fantastic. Give me Detroit to come out of the Central. American League West. Houston Astros. The A's, who are my pick to be the comeback team of the season. Mariners, Rangers, Angels. Rangers are decent. Mariners obviously had a great season last year. Cal Raleigh hitting those home runs. It was great to watch. I think the Mariners will be up there. I think the Astros will be up there. If the Astros pitching can stay consistent, the Astros will be there. Oh, man. Am I going to pick against the Astros? I can't do it. I can't do it, man. They almost did it last. I can't do it. Astros to win the West. They've just been way too consistent lately. Correa has a full spring training with them. He's back on the team. I just like their one more shot at it chance with the Astros. So give me the Houston Astros come out of the West. National League East. Braves, Nationals, Mets, Phillies, Marlins. Woo! Mets lost key additions this offseason. Nationals still aren't there. The Braves look good. I like the Braves right now, and I like the Phillies. Give me the Phillies come out of the East. And the Central, Cardinals, Pirates, Cincinnati Reds, Chicago Cubs, and Brewers. Give me the Cubbies, man. Bregman's over there. The Cubs might put together a good season this year. Like a really, really good season. I like the Cubs. And also my comeback team in the National League, the Pittsburgh Pirates. They got that kid Connor Griffin coming up. I hope he makes the opening day roster. We'll find out today. Tomorrow night, by the way, is the opening of the season. Get into that here in a minute. But yeah, I like the Pirates to do pretty well this season, but the Cubs to win that division. And in the West, the Dodgers, of course, are going to be my pick to win that one with the Padres, Giants, Rockies, Diamondbacks. And you've got two guys that are going to go at it for the MVP, Shohei and Aaron Judge again. I mean, Cal Raleigh, look, I get it. It was a great story. But if Shohei pitches and stays healthy, there's no way he doesn't win the MVP. If he stays healthy and he hits 40-plus bombs and he's 12-6, you're the MVP. There's nothing that Judge can do unless he hits 77 home runs. Yeah, there's just, that, and even then, I think Shohei still wins the MVP. When you pitch and hit, we're watching something like Babe Ruthish. One of the greatest players to ever play the game, and he's absolutely killing it. I love watching Shohei. He is must-see TV. I might throw some parlay bets on Thursday on Shohei and Judge hitting home runs, maybe a couple of other guys. Speaking of parlays, we'll get into parlays of the days here in a minute. All right, my World Series matchup. I got the division leaders. I got your MVP is Shohei. I know, man, that's chalk, but it's not that hard to pick. But let's go World Series matchups. Oh my goodness! Out of the American League, man. Let's see. This is tough. I almost want to say there's no way you can put the Orioles in there. Oh, gosh, this is wild. It's the Orioles, Yankees, Tigers, Mariners, Astros, and I am going to pick the Baltimore Orioles to go to the World Series. Man, I just – in the East, it's just – not in the East, but in the American League, it is just so wide open. There's not a team that just blows everybody out of the door. There's not. In the National League, it's very simple. It is very simple. It is the Los Angeles Dodgers. Do I want to see a Dodgers-Astros matchup again? Yes, that would be awesome. But I don't know if the Astros have – if Yordan Alvarez for the Houston Astros can stay healthy all season and put together an MVP-type season, the Astros have a shot. It's a puncher's chance for sure. But he's got to stay healthy, and that's been very, very hard to do. You get Yordan healthy, Alvarez healthy, Correa healthy. You get a McCullers that can give you 10 wins maybe. Hunter Brown pitching well, then yeah, the Astros may have a shot. But the Orioles have the lineup. I like the Orioles lineup right now, man. A lot. So there's my MLB predictions for the upcoming 2026 season, which, by the way, starts on Wednesday night with the Yankees at the Giants. Max Fried against Logan Webb. Yankees are favored slightly in this game. This is in San Francisco. It is on, I believe it's on Amazon or Netflix or Amazon. No, it's on Netflix. Netflix has landed the MLB. Should be a lot of fun. I will be watching that game. Oh, never mind. 7:05 start time. My son has a baseball game. I'm watching it on my phone. Did I just say that? Whoops. Max Fried, Logan Webb go at it. And then on Thursday, you have a slew of games. And look, guys, if you don't watch my shorts that I do on TikTok or Facebook or Instagram or any of those things, you should follow them because I do the parlays of the days. They are awesome. They are awesome, and I have been killing it lately. The Thursday matchups, the Angels will be in Houston at 3:10. These are a ton of afternoon games on a Thursday, which is weird. But Angels at Astros, Pirates at the Mets kick off their season. Paul Skeens versus Freddie Peralta. That ought to be fun. White Sox and Brewers. Nationals at the Cubs. Twins at the Orioles. Red Sox at the Reds. That's Abbott versus Crochet. That'll be good. And Screwball takes the mound versus the Pirates. Nick Pivetta at 3:10. That's going to be a good game. Tigers at the Padres. Rangers at the Phillies. Nathan Eovaldi takes the bump. And then Rays at Cardinals. Diamondbacks at Dodgers. The opening day starter for the Dodgers, Yamamoto versus Zach Gallen. That's going to be – look, Arizona's favored – I'm sorry, not favored, but that should be a pretty good game. The Dodgers are favored, but look, Zach Gallen's no punk. That'll be fun. And then cashing off the night, the Guardians at the Mariners. Should be I think that's Tyler Bibby and Logan Gilbert are going at it. So baseball kicks off tomorrow, and I'm excited for it. Can't wait. NFL news. Do we have any NFL news? And by the way, this segment brought to you by Wes Butler over at Butler CCS. Fire, water, mold, roofing, you name it. Give them a call, 713-330-9472. That is your man. You got a flooding issue. You had a fire in your house. You needed a roof. Wes Butler. Butler CCS. Let's check on some NFL news. I know the NFL players got their butt whooped by the flag football teams the other day, which whatever. That's not that big of a deal. I mean, those guys are professionals. I think that people thought the NFL players were going to come out and kill them. I did not. I've played some flag football. My daughter plays flag football, and it is not the NFL. You don't hit. So, Jackson Smith and Jigba is getting a huge contract extension, which is well-deserved, obviously. It's going to affect a couple of players because I believe that he will get a massive, massive contract, which is going to – let's see, did they do it already? Yeah, according to ESPN, Adam Scheffler, 4 years, $168.6 million extension that includes $120 million guaranteed. So that is definitely going to shake up the wide receiver market, like Rams Puka Nacua, who is going to get a monster contract as well. But well-deserved for JSN. Well-deserved. What else do we got in NFL news? Obviously, the draft coming up. I will break that down in a few more episodes. That's it. That's it. I'm not going to talk about who Tom Brady's dating. That's just weird. That's just weird. All right. NFL news is over. What else do we got? What else do we have? Do I want to do the parlay of the day already? All right. I guess let's do it. I got to get to work anyways. Let's do this. Parlay of the day. Today, NBA. I absolutely won last night. I took the Rockets -8 yesterday. They fell behind. They allowed the Bulls to score 41 points in the first quarter, which they fell behind by 20. The Rockets did win the next 2 quarters and then tied it up in the fourth, but they did not cover the 8-point spread because they fell behind so early. On the flip side of that, I did have the Thunder on the largest lead at 17.5, took the over there, and they destroyed that. And I also told you guys to take the Trailblazers. They ended up winning by 35 points, so obviously they destroyed the largest lead as well. The Clippers did as well. So that was 3 teams yesterday. You guys need to follow me on social media and get these bets in today. Kings at the Hornets. I'm going to take the over on the largest lead. It should be 17.5 points. I'm going to take the over on that one. And man, I think that's it. And I'm not even doing MLB games today. I believe, if I'm correct, Shohei Ohtani is pitching tonight. I know it's not a regular season game. It's still spring training, but he should go pretty deep in that game. So if you want to take the Dodgers over the Angels in the MLB, you can do that as well. All right, guys, I got to get out of here. Thank you all for tuning in to Sports with Balls Live. Podcast version will be up soon. I'm Jeff Michael. See you.